Alright, first thing first, my name is Delta Gamer, real man, real gamer, and today I want to talk about why Insomniac Studios might be one of the best game development studios out there. Like, I really honestly believe when it comes to gold standard for studios, Insomniac is right there at the forefront. Now, Spider-Man 2 is coming out later this month, around the 19th or the 20th of this month of October, and the game is already in the hands of reviewers, meaning people are already playing the game early. And from what I done heard, from what I done seen, the game is living up to their expectations and is living up to the overall quality experience of what you would expect from Insomniac Studios, which is especially not uncommon for them since they has been consistently delivering the experiences from like their past 5 games. Let's just start it off with Sunset Overdrive, being that the game came out on Xbox One, is one of Xbox best exclusives that they had for the system. It's literally top three in my opinion. Another game that they came out with recently was Ratchet and Clank on the PS4, which I never played it, but it had to be a pretty good game, and it had to sell pretty well for them to come out with another game after that Ratchet and Clank, which was Rift Apart. But let's not skip ahead yet. And let's go with their first Spider-Man game for Marvel Spider-Man. That was such a good game. Like, it was really, really well made. The web slinging felt good. The action felt good. There were some dead parts in the game, like especially the Mary Jane part and the Miles Morales part. It was a couple. It was some moments in that game where I'm like, oh my god, cut it out. But I really enjoyed doing like the puzzles and stuff. I didn't have no problem with doing the puzzles. And the like I said, the well slinging in that game was so good that even after that I did everything in that game, and also when I was like transversing through the game for story wise and doing the side collectibles and stuff like that, majority of the time I did not fast travel. Like, I just swung across the map because that's how good the swinging was and the experience was. But overall, it was such a great game that it came out with a spin-off, Miles Morales. Oh, before I even mention Miles Morales, they came out with some pretty good DLC as well. The DLC that they had was pretty good for their game as also. But back to Miles Morales. Miles Morales was a solid experience as well, and I think they delivered with that. It was pretty short, pretty quick, and they did what it needed to do to make it its own little, branch off from the regular Spider-Man game. And then they came after Miles Morales with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which Ratchet and Clank is just really not my type of game. I played it, I platinumed it, I fully completed it. It was a great experience, but it just wasn't one of them games that target my demographic of what I like from video games. But I couldn't deny it was a well-made gameplay action style game, and I had to give Insomniac their props on that. And from what I'm hearing from Spider-Man 2, they are literally doing the same thing, just delivering a great experience. What do you expect? What else do you expect from them? They just are living up to their name of they don't sleep and they just cranking out great experiences. I also want to mention how if you don't think Insomniac, even after Spider-Man 2, if it's pretty great, because at the end of the day, we still all got to play it for ourselves. But if Spider-Man is great and you're still not set on Insomniac being the gold tier for what a studio should be, when they come out with Wolverine either next year or the year after next, and that is a perfect, well-made game, I don't see how you can debate go against them at that point, because at that point they didn't just they completed the main story and now they're just doing side quests at this point. Because what else do you expect from these guys? Like, what else do they need to do to make you believe that they are the gold tier for studios out there? They also came out with a remaster for the first Spider-Man game as well. I wanted to mention that they did do that, which I wouldn't count as a full release, but they did do that. That was an okay thing for some people, I guess, to play a better version of the Spider-Man on a newer system. Also, they brought it to PC as well. They brought the first Spider-Man game to PC, and I think if I'm not mistaken, they brought Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart to PC as well. Another thing I wanted to mention was they also did a free patch update to where they upped the frames and the graphics or whatever for the Ratchet and Clank PS4 version, to where if you play it on the PS5, you don't even got to pay extra money. It's just automatically, see that you're playing it on the PS5 and it give you a boost of frames and a boost of graphics, I guess. But yeah, let me know, is there any other studios out there that y'all think is competing with Insomniac? I know you can think of like FromSoft that's doing pretty good. I know Naughty Dog. I wouldn't fully consider Naughty Dog up there with Insomniac no more, especially just after everything with The Last of Us 2 was great. And I will admit I enjoyed the game, but the story wise, it really hurt them. Like, that story was just awful in my opinion, to where it couldn't be a perfect game. They would have fully delivered on The Last of Us 2 with the story. And if they would be able to come out with more games more frequently, like Insomniac does, then I would give them that title of gold standard. But yeah, another studio out there that would be, I would say that was pretty good is Respawn. Respawn is a good studio that I think deliver quality experiences. And another studio I would like to think of that somewhat competes with them would be Tango Games. Tango Games is also a pretty solid studio in my opinion. Kind of think about it, Tango Games is probably up there with Insomniac Studio. I think they're, when it comes to development great games, Tango Games is pretty much did a pretty good job at doing that in my opinion. You know, they got the first two Evil Withins. They also created, from what I heard, pretty good DLC for the first game, the first Evil Within. They also came out with Ghostwire Tokyo as well, and came out with, you know, more content for that the year after it released. And also they just came out with Hi-Fi Rush, and dude, yeah, Tango Games and Insomniac is up there for me, possibly are tied for the gold standard of development studios. But you can think of a studio that has delivered consistent experiences and consistent quality. Let me know. Only people I can really think of is Insomniac and Tango Games. All right, my name is Delta Gamer, real man, real gamer. Thanks for watching.